Hello everyone. Today we are discussing one of the most chilling cases of modern serial killer, that is Jeffrey Dahmer. This case is significant because it exposes a failure in the justice system and reveals the depths of human depravity. The two most shocking details are that Dahmer not only murdered and dismembered 17 men and boys, but also engaged in acts of necrophilia and cannibalism. Even more incredible, Dahmer was apprehended only when a would-be victim managed to escape and led police back to his apartment, where the full horror was revealed. Jeffrey Dahmer was an American serial killer, operated mainly in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, committing his crimes between 1978 and 1991. The span of his no killings covered 17 victims, mostly young men of color. Also, Dahmer was highly calculated, often luring his victims, who he met in bars, malls, or on the street, but back to his home with promises of money for posing for pictures or simply sharing drinks. Once there, Dahmer would drug, sexually assault, and murder them. His desire went beyond simple killing. He sought to seize total control over his victims. His horrific acts include um, also dismemberment, dissolving tissue in acid, and the permanent preservation of body parts, including skulls on skeletons which he kept in his apartment as trophies. But also, his criminal career started in 1978 with his first victim in Ohio, with his most prolific period was in Milwaukee in the late 1980s and early 90s. Despite multiple arrests for minor offenses and even a previous sexual assault, the full scope um, of his murderous activity remained hidden for years. Crucially, the local police demise concern from neighbors about the staging inventing from his apartment, and in one notorious instance, even returned a 14 years old victim, Komarak Sintasmofor, to Dahmer custody, believing Dahmer's claim that the boy was his adult lover. Well, my conclusion of this: while Dahmer case is solved, its lessons are still being learned today. The legacy of this case is not just the horror of the crimes, but um, devastating realization that he was able to operate for so long due to social prejudices and police incompetence. If we were to examine this case through a modern lens, the focus will be on systemic accountability. How do we ensure that police take our reports of all play seriously, regardless of the race or backgrounds of the victims? Solving the case, which the escape of Tracy Edwards did, brought closure in the form of conviction and imprisonment. But the lingering question remains: how many lives could have been saved if the authorities had acted sooner? Maybe we don't know, but that's a only question that we have today. The Dahmer case is like um have a lot of aspect of disturbing. Also, this case has a lot of disturbed scenes, some actions that it's incredibly even to the human eye.